Okay, so in this, as I discussed, we'll talk about what is Copilot. We'll talk about the key features of it, applications where it has been integrated. We'll sort of see the demo of those as well. I'll see the benefit and the limitation also, which I did not mention, but I'll talk in just of end of the slide, and how to use Microsoft Copilot as a combinations. So I have one developer account which I have created. I'll just show in the teams how we can integrate and how we can you know use it in PowerPoint and other application tools. Okay, so first of all, where did it start? Okay, Microsoft Copilot, it's been advanced now. Earlier it was just for started for the testing purpose, and it was integrated in GitHub Copilot for the development, for the developers to just for sake of their efficiency, to improve their efficiency and productivity. And after having so many workflows designed, and after so many varieties they identified, this should be good enough to integrate with our modern technologies as well. So why not integrate in Outlook, in PowerPoint and Teams, wherever we are using more of in terms of communication and sharing data. So this is the goal of integration with OpenAI. So OpenAI model, I hope everyone is known about ChatGPT. Okay, so the backbone of Microsoft Copilot is ChatGPT. Okay, and Microsoft is like sort of owning that technology, and it's like heavily invested in these OpenAI models, so they can improve their Microsoft products. They can put AI into it, and they can make it more robust. Okay, so GitHub Copilot was introduced in 2021 and was launched in 2022. That was the first product where the AI feature and Copilot was introduced. Okay, and 2023 January, Microsoft has invested 10 billion, which is like they are currently holding, Microsoft is currently holding 49% of stake in OpenAI. And OpenAI, everyone knows, is like founded by Elon Musk and a couple of more people. So the main gist of investment, Microsoft found that this is a really great technology, and the future is really splendid for it. Like if you integrate ChatGPT is like 203, I think, million or billion, I believe. I think 2 billion or something. That is the usage. I'm not accurate about it, but maybe we just need to Google it and do the ChatGPT and just seek for that more detailing. Okay, ChatGPT is currently serving in like there is a backbone, and this is a support model, and this is like integrated with Microsoft products. So each and every product which is there is the backbone is ChatGPT. Okay, so this is how the integration happened in 2020. This was proposed, and in 21 June, GitHub Copilot was introduced, and where they just slightly started using the AI, and then gradually they started moving it more integration with Bing. And then in sort of 2023 they launched Microsoft 365 with Copilot. And in September, Microsoft Copilot was in independent entity that was launched, and that was more of integrated with all modern tools and technologies. Okay, then they launched Microsoft Copilot Studio. So Studio is something where it is like where you can bake agents, you can create agents, you can modify, you can make uh, you know agents according to your behavior. Like if you are running an organization, and if you have so many documents, and you have a customer service, or you have frequent customers visitors, so you can create an agent so cater those customers. Okay, if you're talking about the employees, and employee want to know what is my policy for leave balance, what is my policy for transportation, or what is my policy for other numerous reasons. So when we have integrated the documents of the company, the Copilot goes into those documents, is a scan it, and it sends the data to that employee. And same way, if it's with the customer, if customer wants to know about the product, if wants to know about the return policy or any frequent offers or any issues or concerns, maybe you want to raise a grievance or anything, so you can make a agent accordingly, so it can dive into your documentation, read it out, your policies, your your detailed maybe KBs or whatever. So you can point it to that, and fetching from those information, it will rightly response to that user instead of going to the web and scrolling down and getting the wrong information from there. So that is where the Copilot Studio was. It is sort of Gemini from Google. So this is what you can integrate, and you can create your own sto agents. And Microsoft Copilot Pro, which is a sort of advanced version of a normal one. So just to give you just, this is how GitHub Copilot looks like. Okay, this is a recorded screen. So this is where you go, and it has already been integrated. So with Copilot, this is ChatGPT interface. I know ChatGPT is, you're not able to open it in enterprise environment. So this is where like you go, and when you doing any development, when you're writing any code, so GitHub Copilot reads your persona, your personality, how you frame your codes, how do you define the what is your pattern, how do you define functions and everything, what sort of how what is your pattern, how do you write coding. So this gives you more robust and better way of doing this in your regular environment. So for example, if I'm writing a code which is quite big, okay, but in terms of other senior developers, if I say, they write the same functionality, same code in a very small and very uh, tightly manner. So I can ask my Copilot to gradually improve my skills, my development skills, and give me more such codes. I know now ChatGPT, if you like paste any code in ChatGPT, it will like scan it through, and it will give you like, this is the error message, and you can also ask like, what should I change, what should I not. But that is the feature in Copilot where it promptly help you identifying the right way of writing codes, and can how you can improve it more efficiently. So that is the one thing. This is how Microsoft Copilot productivity model works, how it it can be utilized. So first thing is context aware suggestions. So Microsoft Copilot or any NLM or ML sort of tools, they usually depends, highly depends on your articulation. How do you set the prompts? How you give. It is more of, I would say, if you have heard about the Aladdin and Genie. Okay, so it is more of a genie, and it's like Aladdin. Whatever you are asking to Genie, if you are asking in the right way, it will give you ample amount of things from inside the lamp. And if you are not asking, maybe sometimes you have heard that Aladdin asked me to make me a prince, and Genie just made him a chicken. Okay, so it's highly dependent on what you are giving input, and accordingly it processes that, and it gives you the data. If you have already started using ChatGPT or Copilot, you must be aware that if you are writing something, it gives you some data, but to refine it more and more, you need to give multiple prompts or multiple user inputs. So that's why we are now getting like prompt engineers and ML experts or ChatGPT experts. So what they're doing exactly, they're not creating anything. Okay, they are only refining their input, and accordingly they're based on of that they're getting the data. uh, Second thing is content generation. So content generation means if you are using Microsoft Word, if you're using PowerPoint, or if you are just like wanted to draft any email, you want to send some courtesy email, if you want to send some report, you want to analyze that report. So all those sort of thing, content generation, it can easily extract the data, it can generate it, it can tweak it. Maybe you want to change the tone of your email, maybe you want to make it more professional, okay, make it more appealing, something like if you're writing it for your customer, maybe you want to convince him for a product, so you can also make some emails with the bullet points, it can help you out, okay. Data visualization, again, it is integrated with Visual Studio, with the various development tools, and in your data, Excel also it has been integrated, Power BI is already there. So with that you can make your data more appealing, your representations make you more confident, and you have very much legit data, and you are like you're on top of it, okay, means you are not giving the vague information, but you are on the right track with the right information. Task automation, you can automate several tasks, several routine tasks with this, okay. So Copilot, like sending emails or reading through something and just giving the information back to you, so all these things it can do. And also for information summarization, when you want to, if you have like, I'll give you, if you have a page, okay, or maybe you are working with the incident and you have uh, with the incident you have lots of data, logs, files, everything is attached, lots of user inputs are there, so you don't want to read all those, okay, you can easily summarize the entire content or information on the web page, and it can generate the action points or to the point, okay, that you can easily go through, okay. So this is the flow. Now this is a vast picture of if you want to, I mean, I'll share the PPT, after this, but this is where we are more of looking into, we are more of thinking that it's just uh, Microsoft, this is like these are the applications only where the Microsoft Copilot is working. It's not like that. It's already like everywhere. If you talk about business applications, so LinkedIn is already using, in Dynamics is already, if you guys are aware about the Dynamics, so it's already there integrated with sales, customer insights, and other features added. Power platforms for Power Apps, it's already there. Okay, Copilot. Will do one thing. I'll just zoom in. So Copilot Studio, it's already there. This is part of Power Platform, Power Automate, Power Apps, and Power BI is already there. Okay. And if you go to GitHub, it's already there. Visual Studio, it's already using it. Visual Studio, Neo Vim, it's all there. Okay. If you go to Windows 11, you might have noticed in Notepad also. Now, this Copilot is integrated. So if you open Notepad, if you're typing something, then it gives you that. Maybe I can just show you that's there. Uh, See, so here it is already there. So if I am typing something, it gives you how, if I need to rewrite, if I need to summarize, if I need to make it shorter, longer, if I need to change the tone, okay, I want more humor to add it, formal, how format, what do you want? It's like for marketing, poetry, business, what do you want? So it's already there. Earlier we used to go to Copilot page, dedicated page, and we need to do all these things, but in the simply Notepad also you can do it. Paint also is there, photos also there, snipping tool, Clipchamp is for video editing and for music, so that you can do it. From security standpoint, Intune is already there with Copilot integration. Defender is already there. Sentinel is already there. If you go to Bing Chat, as I talked, it's already integrated. Image creator, all, so all these I think you guys can explore, and you can take a look on this. Data AI. as I talked, Fabric and Azure, these all all integrated. So Copilot is now everywhere. I thought of starting at, I just thought of like it is just catering for these apps. So it's not like there. It's almost there with everywhere. Okay. So and they are also, they're not just sticking it to, they are keep on increasing their products, so they can integrate everywhere. They can populate this Copilot so it can help you. It's like AI agent, digital genie. Okay. Now let's understand the architecture. How does architecture works? So primarily, this is how it looks like. This is more of this Copilot or ChatGPT. These all works on natural language processing. So natural language means, as a user, I can interact with Copilot in a plain language. Okay, I don't need to be that typing in a machine language or something. I can in simple plain English, I can request for my task. Okay, and I can see the recommendation. For example, if I want to create a summary of a document, okay, I can simply ask to generate a sales forecast, maybe based on this data, and it can generate it. So this is very in a plain language. So this is how it happens. Like starts when you are on the Copilot portal. You go here, you just put the user prompt. For example, create a sales forecast, or I want a summary of this document. Okay. So what it does, it goes here. It do the grounding. Grounding is more of reading if there is any if there is not any vague language or any content which is sort of not to be used. Okay, or maybe that is not in their database. Okay, something. So they don't take that. Okay, and then from there it goes to third line. From grounding, okay, it goes to Microsoft Graph. Okay, Microsoft Graph is something which is embedded application which is provided as, it's a API which is provided by Microsoft, which is more into reading out like your context, your content, your email files, every data. It just read it out, and it understands how it understand how, if there is any foul language or anything which not to be published, if there is any privacy concerns or something, it does not take it. So Microsoft Graph read it through, it's underlined API which connects with Microsoft. Okay, then it takes that information, and that information goes through to LLM, okay, which is large language model. So large language models, what it does, like if it reads through, if it found something, your statement is something there, it it just goes modifies it. Okay, from modification it comes here. Now it goes to LLM, which is large language model, means it is more robust, it's more AI trained, and it is again packed with OpenAI instance. So we don't need to train anything. We don't need to provide any sort of data to make it learn. Okay, it's already ready made available. It's almost it knows everything. So Raya is something which runs to identify your input prompts and gives the output results. It's a technology. So when it goes here, it reads your prompts responses and your grounding data which is coming from here, and after that whatever the question that you have asked, it takes the data from here. Okay, and it sends back to Copilot. Okay, to make available to user, and in the fifth response it goes here, and then it comes to user. Okay, so this is like if you go here, you have more detailed, it's all encrypted. It goes to user prompt, sends to Copilot, then it goes to graph, Okay, and if the information is not available here, it goes to web to check that information. So in Copilot there is two ways you can you can gauge the information. There is one toggle button. If you want to go it on the web, you can slide it to web. If you want to go it to your personal or internal network, it will goes from there. Okay, so it sends the data from graph, it goes to web. It takes the data from there if there is any websites or any web links to fetch the data from, and it also gives you the link for the from the website which where the data has taken from. Okay, and from other services for the grounding. Once, I mean, there's lots of services involved into it. I'm just talking about the architecture uh, which is formally available on the Microsoft website. Now from third, data flow, it sends the modified prompts to LLM. LLM now it processes it, and then Copilot receives that response from LLM to Copilot, and then Copilot assess it from the graph that yes, whether it's compliant, it's all right. Then it preview, and then it shows that information to user. So all these happens in a very fast time span, and mostly content generation. If I say, so if you are doing in a Word, if you're doing a PowerPoint, if you want to get some edit, if you want to, like, I just given a document, I just want you to suggest me something and help me with the format of the document, so it do it quickly. For PowerPoint also, if I want to create a slide, if I want to make any presentation, if I want to summarize something, it makes it that quicker that you cannot even think of it. Okay, and for data analysis also, if I'm doing for Excel, or uh, if I'm doing any sort of documentation, if I just want to do the analysis, if there is any content available, so I can do it, and it can simply pivot the tables. It can simply do all sort of depth technical analysis. Video on. Okay, one more thing is about the email management. If you're using Outlook, you can simply you can simply draft an email. You can create an email. For example, today is my manager's anniversary, so I can simply do that. Like, I want to write a formal email to my manager stating that your anniversary, maybe have a good cheers, a cheerful day, and all. So all you can do it. Okay. Now, let's talk about ChatGPT model architecture. So ChatGPT is more of works on natural machine learning. As I talked, natural learning means you can simply put your text in a plain format. It reads it through and it gives you the result. Okay, then there is a generative pre-trained transformer. So pre-trained transformer, as I talked, it's already trained. You don't need to train anything extra into it. It's almost there. Then then GPT-3 was introduced in that, and later on ChatGPT, formally, which I'm currently using it right now. So more of, if I more make it more processing simpler, this is where you put your input. Okay, and this is where your prompt response comes, and Copilot reads it out and do the grounding. Okay, what's the grounding is done, it assesses through Microsoft Graph. Okay, it identifies the data which has been transferred from the grounding, and whether it's compliant, whether all the information is intact, is true or not. And then it, after doing all the from the Microsoft Graph, it goes to LLM, where it sends the grounded data. So it's two phases are here. This is the third phase where it's send it to make it more refined. Okay, and then this is where the response comes. Okay, and this is where it returns to user response. This is the user can see what he has asked, and this is what the, so these responses uh, does not take much time in nutshell, but yes, it's that quick. Okay. So in application wise, as I said, yes, you can do the content generation, you can do data analysis, you can do email management, you can do collaboration all. So far I have summarized these, and I've just taken a demo for this, and I just wanted to show that. Uh, More of if you are using Copilot, where you can, how you can access it. Okay, so this is simply you can go to Microsoft.com and slash Copilot. This is where you can access it. If you want to go with the app, you can do it from Teams also. If you want, you can access this. I know all these are it's not open in Microsoft in our enterprise environment, but if you're using outside of like maybe your personal laptop or something, you can definitely utilize this. And in Edge also, if you want, you can use it from here. In Teams, you can simply, like, if you are collaborating with your team member, if there is any questions or any doubt or any data sheet that has been provided, you can easily make the pivot, you can easily make the content generate, you can simply put it here. And even though in the Teams also, if you have large flow of if conversation happened, so you can simply open your Copilot and you can say summarize the main point or action point from this, and then it gives you the detailed information. In Outlook also, as I talked, though it's not that much clear, but the small sorry the small like icon comes from here, and this is where you can see, like, you have a quick click on it and you have a quick response. You can type like, I want to send a formal email, or you just copy the email, what should I respond to this email, you can easily do that. Okay, with the Word also, if I am creating any content, I have no idea, I just want to like prepare a marketing plan for my product, I can simply do that. I want to share a customer with a quote, and what feature should I add of my product, so you can also put those into the summary, and using that you can send those information to. Okay, so what Microsoft claims, uh, that it runs on the trust, means your data is your data, means they're not using your data to train their AI models. So every company is afraid of using chat gpt, or they are afraid of using any AI tool and models, but Microsoft claims that it's more secure and it's more protected in the comprehensive enterprise compliance and security models. But it's still, because we are relying on the client data, it is not our own data. So client data is more of, crucial for us to share with anyone. So that's why, companies, they're not leveraging maybe Copilot as an Copilot or ChatGPT as an OpenAI, formally to put or paste all the data and just get the content from there. So, but Microsoft claims it runs on trust. Okay, so let's dive into demo. Okay, we'll talk about the demonstration of this, and let's see. The first demonstration prepared for the Microsoft PowerPoint. So in Microsoft PowerPoint, I'm not sure if you guys can hear the sound, but it's okay. I'll explain it. Okay, this is where you have a slide, and this is where the Copilot comes in. You can type anything, whatever you want. For example, create a presentation about a beautiful spring flowers for my flower shop named Blissful Blossom and blooms, and make sure in include the associations and meanings. So what it does, from each flower, it just simply reads your information and creates a slide. Okay, so all sort of flowers are here. Okay, now this slide, maybe this slide they just left it blank. We want to add here. So create an image, a pair of eyeglass made of daffodils. So what it does, it will create a slide, and it will give you the designer view. You can choose your design, you can insert, and this is how it looks like. So within a fraction of second, you did create, and you can, accordingly to your design, you can change it. So this was the PowerPoint presentation. Now with Excel, they have integrated Python, which is more of to use it for data science, and they have also integrated Python codes and logic inbuilt. Okay, so it gives you more robust, more you can forecast your marketing, your product analysis. You can forecast like how will that be in next 2 years, what will be your profit or anything. Okay, you can do that. So with Excel, what Copilot do, it can you can simply like take your data, you can ask Copilot, he give me advanced analysis. Okay, now it will analyze. Okay, and it will give you the data. The unstructured data is now formatted in the proper format. Now the code is also there in the background, so you don't need to worry about the Python code and all. That's already injected in build. So one thing that, and also it generates the association of charts. And now it, if you go for forecasting, how would that be if my revenue in next 2 years, so you can also forecast according to the data. So this is highly, I would say a next level of thing that they have done with integration of Python. And this is what the code and everything, all the logics behind it, which you don't need to absolutely see. This will be in a polymorphism. They will just keep it and they will not open it in. But yes, this is the best feature, I would say. From the documentation side, as I said, you can open a document, you can create a new document, you can summarize a document, you can do all plenty of things or work that you think of in your mind about the document. Okay, so for example, I have 15 or 50 pages of document I just want to summarize. So it quickly scans through the document and summarize it for you. And for example, uh, what were the key takeaways, okay, from the social media? So this is all about a campaign that they were running, and they just wanted to understand how was the campaign, okay, and what should they consider forward, okay, when setting up the campaign. So this is what it says, that it's resounding success and 10,000 plus shares were done. And this is how you can tweak your document and make it more your tasking quicker. Now let's talk about the email, which is like Outlook we use daily on daily basis. So this is where you click draft with the email, whatever you want. As I said, my manager's anniversary is today, so I just wanted to say congratulate. This is about the team. This is about the product success, and he just wanted to give convey regards to the team and want to make it more formal. If you want, you can make it more direct, neutral, whatever you want. You can set the tone accordingly. Okay, this is the email that Copilot thinks this should be treated, or this should be sent as like. Now you can regenerate, you can tweak it, you can edit it. Okay, if you want to add anything later, you can do it. So this is the email that has been generated. Now we'll keep it and we'll make the small changes accordingly. Okay, if you guys have used Enterprise Outlook, there is a Tensai. I think if you have noticed, that is also to rephrase your email, to make it more polite, to make it more professional. You can also utilize that feature. So I'll just show you that. Okay, this is in Teams. So as I said, we have long discussion happened in the team, and you were like added last time, and your conversation history was shared with you. Now you don't know what has been discussed in this call, so you can go through, summarize that, or if you this is where you can read out what happened in last 7 days, what were the highlights. Like every day there is a conversation happening, but you don't know what they are talking about. So this is the summary, and the number one, two, three, all, when you click on that, it goes straight to that discussion, and you can verify whether that has happened or not. Okay, so you can validate through this way. Now, OneNote is where you keep all your items, to-do list and all. So this is also one more handy tool, which is where the Copilot helps you. For example, this was the attendees and this was the notes taken, okay, during our summary or during the meeting campaign call. Now I just want to make a summary of it. Key, what happened? Okay, what was the discussion? So now, after this summary, want to understand about what is to do. Okay, what is the action items that we should follow? So it will quickly give you to do. Okay, now you can simply send this to your team and you can make them understand that this is your action item pertaining to the discussion what happened, and this is what you need to achieve in the week or maybe days. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and more of, as I said, all open AI, like these NLM and ML models or products, they are highly dependent on your prompt. Okay, so if your prompt is not robust enough, you will not get the right answer. So what it does for, first of all, for example, it says, if I say that what is, then I say the project name and who are the key holders working in it. Okay, so this is where you can edit the text. Okay, make it more concised, more, make it more relevant. Okay, I would say transform document. So transform with FAQs, summarize the session, what has happened in the presentation, what is the engaging content. For that, you can mention like create a value proposition for this product. So you can understand, if you're putting the right prompt, you'll definitely get the right answer. Otherwise, you need to make multiple prompts to get the one right answer. Okay. In the catch up also, you can mention provide a summary of the updates and action items. So this is like you need to be very crisp and clear. Okay. Don't write down just vague questions and just wait for the right answer. It won't work. Okay. For example, if I need my father to give me chocolate, I'll be more straightforward that I want a dairy milk chocolate. Okay, that's it. And this is the big one or a small one. I would not say that my craving is something that I feel like there should be some milk and sugar and some chocolate, something that I want. So he won't be clear. He will keep on asking, like, what do you want exactly? What is your craving? What do you want to eat? So be very clear. Okay. So first of all, when I'm talking about the goal, uh, what is your goal? So for example, in this sentence it says generate 3 5 bullet points. Okay, this is my goal, this is what I want my Copilot to respond accurately. Okay, now second thing is I would like to be very clear with my why. Okay, to prepare me for a meeting with the client X for the phase 3 discussion, and this is for brand campaign. So I'm very much clear with my context. So now Copilot knows, okay, this is why he wants this response. Now, source, where it will take the source, it will focus on email and Teams chats, since June. So I'm giving a proper, definite, month. From this month to this month, I want the entire data. And from there, I want the bullet points and my phase 3, product discussion, what has happened. Okay. And what is my expectation at the end? Please use simple language so I can get up to speed quickly. So I don't want a mix and mixture and very high level, detailed response. I want in very crisp, clear, plain, simple English language. Okay. So this is how the prompt should look like. Okay. You should include the ingredients, but ensure that these 4 points are met. Okay. So if you using you like, it's not just Copilot, if you're using other AI tools also, ensure that your prompts are accurate. Okay, first few prompts which I feel you guys can use it. One, to recap a meeting. Okay, you can simply if you have any meetings, if you have notes available like transcribed or anything, so you can simply use that. And if you have any sort of email thread, so you can use that thread. You can get to know what happened in this long complex email thread and what is my action item. Third, you can draft an email as I showed. You can use the tone, you can choose the length accordingly. Whatever you want to summarize as the document, you can do that. If you have any project, if you have any topic, any projects with the relevancy, you want to check where I should get the analysis for this project, where I should get the data, you can specify and it will generate the result. Okay, give me some more ideas. I think every I mean person have used it. If you're typing anything, it gives you 3 4 prompts. It gives you like what you want from there, and you can choose it. Help me write anything. Yeah, this is simple prompt. What did they say? Or maybe in your discussion in the topic, you can simply want to assess. You can do it. Revise this content. To rephrase, to paraphrase, to make it more. Sometimes you're writing an email like, I want to leave because of monsoon season. There is something happened and all the roads are flooded and I cannot travel. I want to leave. But if you put that in Copilot and just tell make it more professional, make it more robust, so it will do that. And translate a message. Again, if you have any other client who's speaking in a different language, you can definitely, or you have a content that you want to translate, you can do it from here. All these from here, aka.ms/copilot lab, you will get all these prompt gallery from there. All right. Before diving into quiz, I just want to show you I have uh, created a developer account where I have uh, this, and I don't have chat because this is fresh new account. So I can simply tell, like, in the Microsoft Teams, this is how it looks like. It says, give me more details uh, about the Copilot upcoming product, upcoming project. Okay. Okay, so this is how it gives the content. Okay, and these are the things it's talking about now. In May 2025 updates, they are looking more of Copilot. So how many of you used, I mean, not if you have used Google Notebook or Notebook LM, they are also trying, Microsoft is also trying to feature this. So Notebook LM is also an AI model, which, like, any PDF, anything that you want to put that in, it will simplify and it will give you the details about the topic. And if anything that you're sharing on the screen, it can read through and it can give you more about it. Okay, I have one last thing that I'll show you at the end. They're talking about the DLP. So DLP is something more of looking for the data loss, and if there is any sensitive data, anything that to be restricted. Okay, so they are also working on it. And expanded file support also. So they are wait a second, it's not happening. Okay, so expanded this is also, they are working to make uh, including PDFs and text files. So you can, like, if you are opening a PDF file, you can simply click on Copilot and you can summarize the document. You can fetch the action items, key points, uh, important questionnaires you can prepare from there. All sort of things you can do from that. Okay, more of they are also summarizing the enhancement with integration. So now your Outlook and SharePoint, like, you can use the voice citation support and all those in words, and in Outlook you can get the summarization more clear. Okay, and in PowerPoint also they are streamlining the presentation and everything. So this is what they are working on it. uh, Let me see if I okay, one more thing, just wanted to make you understand how this works. When you are putting any word, for example, if you are saying if you're putting any word, okay, so it's all gets tokenized. Tokenized means, it converts all sort of words in a token format. Okay, for example, uh, if I say this chat GPT, okay, chat GPT is amazing. Okay, for example, if I say, so it will tokenize is as chat GPT is amazing and this exclamation marks. So it says like in 3 words there are 6 tokens which are being used. So it depends upon the tokenizer which are being used. Okay, accordingly it generates the uh, maximum number of token, and this is how you get the more granular input and output results. So in chat GPT 3.5 it was something around 4096 tokens. Okay, and in this they have increased the number in some versions, so now 4.0 mini is there, where it has increased the token. So sometimes you have heard or might have used ChatGPT or Copilot, like it says like you have already exceeded this conversation is thrown, you just create a new conversation and all those stuff. So means they are like already exhausted their tokens, they just creating a new token. So if I say hello, it says 1 token, unbelievable is 2 or 3 token, I'm going to the store, 7 tokens. So tokens are not same as words, it's all about the conversation conversion. So I was talking about uh give me visual diagram of token conversion in words. Okay, so let's see what does it say. Okay, so in enterprise level, I don't think this access is given. This is my developer account, so I am more of. So if I say, this is how it works. So if I say input text, I have mentioned like Copilot is amazing. Okay, so it will do the tokenization. It will uh, depart all those words in a single way, so they can read through the token ID. Okay, and once it's segregated, once it's apart, now you see that all those token ID is something that it changes in a machine language, where it says 0 and 1. 0 means uh, 0, it's a boolean, 0 and 1. So 1 means yes, 0 means no. So this is how it reads through all these words. This is how the it's embodies, and this is how the result. This is how the machine reads it through, and then it returns in a human readable format. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay. Now let me show the Copilot Studio. So Copilot Studio, let me see if I can show you. So this is more of to create your agents. Okay. If you want to create an agent, as I talked with the company, if I have to show some sort of result within the company documentation, I want to make my like employees or my customer to see the relevant information without having me going on that and response to the agent to my customers. So this is where you can simply go and see. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the sound, but let me play it out. So Copilot, an agent, and Copilot. So through this agent, you can easily talk. You can create your own agent to help you. Okay. So every employee can use their agents. They can integrate with all sort of apps. Okay. And you can also use that agent to use Teams and across other conversation. So in all sort of uh, different what I say, finance and retail industry, you can utilize this Copilot. Okay, and the workflow is goes like business to customer, business to business, or business to employee. So accordingly, you can make your agent. So there is no restriction. Okay, so for example, if I'm doing it for a customer, so if I say I want to update something to this website or just want to make some changes, so I can usually simply do it. Okay. For employees, if I want to look for benefit, okay, as I said, if I want to go look for some sort of documentation for my like my health policy. I want to know about the leave policy. I want to know about the transportation, anything. Okay, I want work from home. Okay, so I all these I can do. Okay, so we're running short of time. So this is where all assistant you can create, you can make. Some of the agents are already pre-built. You don't need to do anything. It's already there. You just need to locate the files. You can locate the documentation, and you can simply read it through, and you can get, help the starting to customers. So you can also trigger, as per the requirement or as per the most highly used, word or maybe request. You can use that, or maybe there is a conflicts flow. You can also create. So these agents works behind the scene, and you don't need to do anything in front of it. Okay. So this was more of that. And okay. Okay. So let's go back. Quiz time. Okay. So tech trivia, please unmute yourself, and now you guys can tell me, when was the Microsoft founded? What was the year? Okay. This is the first question. We are not much. We already shorted.
1976.
Okay, great. Okay, what is not as a feature of Microsoft Copilot? What cannot do?
Weather forecast.
Weather forecasting.
Weather
Great,
forecasting.
great, great,
Forecasting.
great, great, great. Okay. Okay, let's do some scrambling. Okay, let's resolve this. The first one is very easy, I would say.
Data
Data
analysis.
analysis.
Great, great. What is the second one?
Email drafting.
Email
Wow.
drafting.
Guys, if I would have been like in place, I would have given the chocolates to everyone. But yes, it's data email drafting and data analysis. So great. Uh, what is this and what is this?
Copilot.
Copilot
Copilot. Copilot
Intelligence.
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 Right,
Copilot
great,
intelligence.
great, 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 great. Okay, splendid. Thank you. Okay, one last thing, you guys to just do the scan and go for the quiz. There are 20 questions I have put in, and I know everyone will go through it. It's very simple questions. So please scan and confirm me that you guys have. I'll share the PPT after putting all those Hexaversity logos and everything. So I'll share this with Hexaversity and they will do it. Okay. So everyone scanned it. I'll do the scanning
Yes,
from my
what
side.
up?
Oh, great. Thanks, Vito. Okay. So I think you guys, yep, scanned it. Okay, so I think one more thing is just like to ask add here. So these are the important links, the documentation which I took, and introduction of Copilot and other LLM, sites or products that you can use it. Definitely, Gemini is already there in Android. Also, you can use it. And Perplexity, I'm very much. I started just using it. I'm not much well versed in it, but yes, I found it very great. And ChatGPT is again, it's not need of introduction. One last thing, just wanted to quickly share. If I have it. Okay. Uh, there is the use cases. Okay. Okay. So okay. So this is the website. I'll just share the link. Okay, you utilize, you can go through the use cases, like if you're using it for executive, you what how you can use Copilot. If you're doing it for sales, how you can utilize it. If you're using it for IT, what could be the use cases. If you're doing it for marketing, how you can utilize. If you're doing it for finance, HR, operations, communication, customer service use cases, legal use cases, and what sort of challenges. So all these you can use this. I'll share this in the chat. One more thing is there is a limitation for this. Uh, I mean any AI LLM application. So challenge is one. It is not always accurate. It is not always it's not accurate, and it can have vague answers in your summary. So always do the verification before you using that. Don't do it blindly. You just copy and paste the data and send it to. Try not relying on top of everything. Just keep doing the second pair of eye, check it, and then utilize the data. This is the limitation. Second limitation is the prompt, as I talked. It is not accurate enough if you're not putting the right prompt. Okay, and it is highly dependent on the user input. So if you are not giving input, you will not get any response. So three things always keep in mind: the data is not accurate, make sure that your prompts are correct, and third one is it's highly dependent on you. So whatever you frame, whatever you ask, it keeps the data according to, it frame it accordingly. It uses, it reads out your persona. You can also put the memory. So if you want, for example, I used for my resume. So I'll put my name, my certification, my year of passing, my college, my schools, everything I'll put. So next time if I'm doing anything, I'll just uh, it will automatically read my memory, and it will give me all the data. And this is very much useful for human, I mean HRs and all. I mean they work with so many people, so this is very good for them. So this is very good use cases. You guys definitely should look into it. And I think I'm done with. Yes, sure. I'll quickly stop this sharing, and we'll simply connect. Okay. I'm sorry. Yep. Go on. Harini. Yep. What is your question? Please ask. If you guys can unmute and say it so I can hear and I'll respond. Can you unmute yourself? Hello?
Harini,
Okay.
please unmute and ask your query.
Yeah. Thank you.
We can't hear you.
I would love if you guys, if you cannot speak, you can put that on the chat. We'll definitely respond. Just out of everyone's time.
Sir, if
It
I
should
may.
not. I can hear you now, Kevin. Right?
Yes, sir. My name is Kavani
Yep.
Karthik. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to know, does Copilot also provide, a sort of a free extensive LLMs so that I can use it for my own agents if I wish to build a custom agent? Does Copilot have that feature? And because Gemini and even OpenAI also has those features of providing LLMs through API
So,
keys.
Copilot is again tagged. There is like if you what I say, if you're talking about like creating agents and all, yes, many companies they do, but haven't heard from Microsoft.
हॅलो
They don't
हा
currently
अरे तो
for
अजून आलेला
coding,
नाही
right?
वाटतं तुला कॉल करायला तो उचलत नाहीये कॉल एक पाच
Guys, please
हा
someone
एक
can
5 मिनिटं
mute.
थांब बघते
Okay, so other companies I would say, but I haven't heard from the Microsoft. So just need to check for that because they are very restricted with this. If you're not using Copilot Studio or anything, I don't think there's any open LLM from Copilot side.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
But with GitHub, yes, with GitHub, you will definitely look for it. They will definitely find some sort of LLM, okay, which you can definitely utilize as an agent.
Which I can integrate with my. Oh,
Yes, yes, you can. Yeah,
okay, sir. Thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I hope this session uh, has been informative, and I would love. Yeah, please, Gaurav.
Hi, Vaibhav.
Hi.
Maybe I missed or something. So, is there a way I can use this query in my Excel? Okay, can you write this formula for me right now? Or I have to integrate that Copilot somehow in my existing Excel? How is it?
So, okay, let me one thing I just missed out. Copilot is coming with Microsoft 365 subscription already. So if you are like on E3, E5 or enterprise level of license, you already have it. So with our enterprise environment, it's already there. But due to security fence, it has the add-in itself has been disabled for PowerPoint, Excel, and other board of products. But it is already there if you like, if you use it developer account, if you use it on personal laptop, as I shown here in my I'll show you this screen. If you notice, this is a different account altogether. Okay, so this is not on different site altogether. So that's why I have this facility, and I tried integrating this in Outlook also, but unfortunately it wasn't allowing me due to security. So but yes, you can definitely, and this edge also, this is on different developer account altogether. That's why
Okay.
I'm able
Mhm.
to use this Copilot, and I can see the diagrams and everything. Okay, but it won't work because of the security fence and security reasons, I would say. Okay, but definitely if you're using it on on this personal one, you will have the integration with all sort of ways. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, Pranay, please go ahead.
Uh, Hi, Vaibhav, and I have a doubt. Like,
Hi.
is there any chance of sharing our live screen with the Copilot so that it can resolve our problem? Like when we are using Excels or when we are doing some code and we have some problem or we got stuck out there, and we can share our live screen with Copilot and get the solution.
I haven't used it to be very frank. It was there like Google has recently announced for the Outbook audio notebook LM, but to be very honest, I haven't heard, and this screen sharing support is not yet enabled for Copilot. So I would say that it is available. Maybe in future, that's a great idea. Maybe in future, Microsoft realize that okay, with the AI power code, they might do the integration. You guys can definitely see that feature in coming. Maybe like in Zoom, as you said, Zoom, do provide all those, but still they are working on to upscale their AI model. But currently, no, I don't think. Maybe in real time in future, maybe you can see this.
Sure, Vaibhav. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from anyone else? Oh, one thing, just let me share that use cases in this chat. Okay. So if no questions from anyone, I would love to wind up the call. I really appreciate everyone's time, and I thank you, each one of you, for your participation. Thank you for being so courteous, so patient, and I hope I would have leveraged something that you have learned in this training, and we'll share the Copilot PPT shortly, okay, with everyone. So thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Vaibhav, for your time. It was a great session. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.